Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shetler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
The Keokuk County Sheriff's Office is currently taking applications to fill 2 open positions for Deputy Sheriff. Applications for the first round of testing should be turned in on or before July 25th, 2025. Applications can be downloaded at the Keokuk County website at keokukcounty.iowa.gov/jobs. You can also contact the Keokuk County Sheriff's Office at 641-622-2727. For complete job information and starting wage information, go to the Keokuk County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, or again, keokukcounty.iowa.gov/jobs. Wrestling returns to the Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa with Central Empire Wrestling on Saturday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Austin Bayless makes his long-awaited return to the ring. Plus Jared Thumb, Rory Fox, Kelsey Magnolia, and Sage Hale, along with the whole cast and crew of CEW, will be on hand August 2nd at the Delta Gymnasium. Advance tickets are just $20 and $25 at the door. Get your tickets at CentralEmpireWrestling.com. Professional Wrestling makes its long-awaited return to the historic Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa, Saturday, August 2nd. And welcome in. It's a Saturday morning. We are live as always at Barnwired in downtown Sigourney, 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. You can call in at 641-622-9912. Stop in for some breakfast and some coffee if you want to fight the monsoon that is rolling through southeast Iowa right now, or at least in Sigourney as we speak here at 8:03 on this Saturday morning. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors for being on board. And we thank A.J. Johnson from KTVO for being our host. And we've got a nice show today. We've got a couple of our area softball teams, Pekin softball, coming up here in just a little while. But, A.J., we're going to start off with Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont.
Good morning, everybody. You said we're live as always. I'm thankful to be alive as always because I did fight that monsoon, and right now I'm 1-0, so I'll take that. As always, Shetler heads, thank you for joining in. We much appreciate it. Two of my, I can't say this normally, but since I'm on a different entity, I will. Two of my favorite teams are joining us today. Yep, I said it. I'm gonna get reamed for that next time I get into a dugout, but whatever. I made my bed. I'll run from it. EBF is here, and this is good. We've had some time over the years, and because I've only been here now a year and a half, I feel like you guys, along with Ottumwa and Albia, are probably the 3 schools I've gone to the most. So we've got to spend some time. So you guys will hopefully, if I do my job right, get to know them as well as I kind of do over the next 20 minutes, and that's going to be scary. But we'll start with an introduction, so we'll let these people know who we have here. So if you will, start with your name and what position you played.
My name is Lily Carlson, and I played third base.
I'm Kaylee Helm. I started off catching and then went and played shortstop.
I'm Lainey Batterson, and I pitched.
And coach?
I'm Kylie Batterson. I'm one of the assistant coaches.
All right. We got a little mom-daughter love. All right. See, we're already learning about the team. I told you, just stick with us. Firstly, again, thanks for waking up early and coming on the show. We're going to jump right into the important stuff. Kaylee, you're holding the mic, so probably the most important question. How annoying is it dealing with the detour?
It's so annoying. I live on the road that's part of the detour, so it's extra busy. It's not fun having to get ready extra early just to be able to leave, but it's okay.
I finally found out what they meant by the gravel road yesterday. Coach Whitehall took me out because I had to go back to Albia, and I didn't want to go all the way back to Ottumwa to turn around. That's not any faster, by the way.
No.
It actually kind of hindered me from getting to a few of your games because, I try to be as many places as I can in one night. And to have to come around and then go back around, at that point it didn't work. So that plus every time I went to one of your games, it would start raining. I don't know why I bring the bad weather, apparently. This is 3 times. It might just be you guys now that I think about it.
I don't know.
Kaylee, you've been on the team for a while as one of the seniors on this, I guess, dais, if you will. You got the experience of having to come into this season and everything changed. Just what was that like starting off this year, knowing that you guys weren't going to have the roster you expected, and then you changed basically every position except for 3 to start the season?
Yeah, it was a lot to get used to. It was really hard for some of us that have been starters for a while, and we've been so used to how Fenton kind of ran the team. Once he finds something, he sticks to it, and so that's kind of what we're used to. And so when we never know what we're going to do each game. And so that was kind of hard to, come into, and, I never knew where I was going to play. I'd catch some, I'd play short, didn't know where I was needed. So that was kind of hard to kind of deal with for me. And I think it was, just kind of a lot of, learning growth and, things like that for the younger girls because, some of them hadn't started yet, started varsity or played varsity. So it was a lot for them to kind of, they were nervous, had a lot to get over. So I think once we kind of got over that little hump, I think we kind of started to grow, but it just kind of took a lot for us to kind of adjust to that.
Coach, what was that like for you guys at the beginning of the season? I know people harp on these two all the time, but I feel like it was a waiting game for a while to know if the Schaefers were going to play, and then they gave the news after track season they weren't playing, and now you have 3 seniors and you're changing everything up. How did you and Tony go about that process to start off?
You definitely try to give everybody a chance to show, do they want that position? Is that position going to be something that they're going to thrive in? It's what's best for the team. At the end of the day, you're trying to do what's best for the team. We switched things up. Not only, Lily and Ella both, they both started on opposite corners and then ended the season on opposite corners. Kaylee, started at catching and then went to shortstop. We had middle infielders go to the outfield. We had, people switching around, just trying to find that right recipe for the win. And so it's definitely a long discussion, not just, with our whole entire coaching staff, Madison Wade and Ashlyn Sheets along with us too. And so, because each coach sees something maybe a little bit different, or, when you have the JV2, JV1 levels in there too, just girls are starting to get it. Some girls maybe need extra reps. So trying to hope that the girls are patient along with you, which can be trying and tough at times. But I feel like overall our girls were very patient and had that goal mindset of what does the team need. It wasn't I only want this position, that's the only place I'm going to play. It was, where does the team need me? And so that made our decisions a lot easier. And trying to do what was best. So,
obviously, every time you step out onto the field, you want to get the win. But having to make those decisions, and again, we mentioned, it's a young team all of a sudden. How much of those decisions, as they go with this season, are also for figuring out what's to come next year and the year after?
Absolutely. Like Kaylee said, you both have said, we had, 3 returners from last year's state qualifying team. So, trying to figure out what that recipe looks like, not only for this year, this past season, and then going forward. We have a core group of just recent freshman, sophomore class that hopefully going into their next junior, sophomore, junior, senior seasons, that we have found that ability to not only get them on that varsity level, get in those situations where they can just play and not have to think so much, but getting those girls exposed to those situations as early on as we can absolutely helps you in the years to come. Does that necessarily help you with the current year? Not always, but you always have that in the back of your mind. You want to do what's best and right for those seniors who have stood by you all 4 years, all 5 years. Try to end their season their senior year on a positive note, but then also looking forward into the next few years too. So yeah, it's definitely always something you're thinking of.
Lainey, you are one of those players who are getting prepared to go into your upperclassmen years. Unique experiences from stepping into the state softball circle as a freshman. Fantastic performance, by the way, in all the games last season. And then to come in this year with the new team and kind of have to be a leader with the new pitchers coming in. How do you feel like your role expanded this season, and honestly, how do you feel like you handled it?
I feel like I had to take more charge of everything, keep people in check and stuff. But really, my role did not change that much. Just taking more responsibility and being louder. So
the louder part is the part to pay attention to, everybody, because as nice as she is very meek, as you can tell. What are you doing? Keep that microphone. We've got more to go. How do you feel like your pitching staff kind of evolved this season from you to your backups, and showing them some of the things that you've learned throughout the course of your 2 or 3 years with Fenton?
my backups have definitely gotten so much better. Gabby and Cadence, them coming in and pitching a few games for me really helped me, and Ashlyn coming in, helping with those as well. It's been a big benefit on me and everyone else.
How did Ashlyn end up with you guys? Didn't she go to Ottumwa? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Did you guys bribe her? How did this happen?
You'll never know.
Okay, that's fair. It's cool. I got an interview getting set up with her anyways. I'll figure it out. All right. I'll be fair. There's one I don't know fully on this panel here, so I do this every week, so I'll admit it again. I tried to remember it. I forgot. Please remind me your name.
Lily.
Okay, good. I was wrong because I definitely had Madison and Cadence in my head. I was like, neither of those is what she said. So I'm always honest about it. I definitely forgot. Lily starts with an L. Never forget it. Okay. What year are you going to? What year are you going into?
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year. So is this your first year or second year on the team?
Second year.
How do you feel from freshman to sophomore year that you've watched this kind of change happen in the softball program at EBF?
Well, it felt like last year we were very set and we knew what we were doing, and no one really switched positions. I know our first baseman switched a couple times, and I had to go in for my 8th grade year. I had to play a couple times, but then this year it's just kind of felt like it's all over the place, because as I started out at first base, and then we decided to switch halfway through, as you would say, and then it kind of felt like we slowed down, but then more positions were changing, and it kind of was just all over the place.
How would you explain or describe your experience playing the different positions? So, coming in for one thing, but then getting a chance to learn, other actions of the field.
It's different. It's hard to remember everything about one position to another. This change is crazy, because you would think first and third, they're the same, they're the corners, but they're way different.
I can attest to that watching. We were at the Oskaloosa tournament. I don't remember if it was the first time or the second time, but I spoke with Tony about a play that Ella missed at first, and he was telling her she did it wrong. And from where I was standing, it looked like she was doing exactly what she was supposed to do. And I thought not Kaylee, who wasn't catching at the time, didn't make a great throw. And it turns out she was on the wrong side. And that's the opposite of playing the first and the third. And Tony kind of explained that to me. And that was kind of one of the days I was watching a lot of the changes play out.
Yeah.
I watched Kaylee at shortstop, still trying to, adjust. And it's difficult. You learn one thing, one thing, your body instinctively does these things. And then, hey, move over here and be instinctive another way. How do you feel the 3 seniors on the team kind of helped you guys mesh into the new roles that you had?
They tried to keep our heads up if we made mistakes, and some people were just having off days and with their new positions, so then they tried helping us and keeping us up. They did pretty well at it.
Kaylee, you've had a very successful career at EVF amongst all sports, and it allows you to know going into the season that it may be a rough start. I feel like you guys have always had a rough start to softball just because of everything else that's going on, but then you always seem to figure it out. So we always came into this season all right, by the end they'll be fine.
Yeah.
not that you didn't believe in the season, but was there a time where you guys kind of felt like this season's just going to be about preparing the rest?
Definitely. I think even, in those first couple weeks of practice, I think I definitely thought that, like, maybe this will just be a building year. Because, that first couple weeks were kind of rough, especially, we didn't have everybody there all the time either, so that was hard. So it's like when you do get to your first week of games, some people that ran track didn't get a lot of practice, so it's like you're coming into a game not fully prepared, so that wasn't very fun. But, I knew that when the Twins weren't going to play, I knew it was going to be hard for us anyways. And just for me, I'm so used to them. Like, I knew if a ball got hit, I had a lot of trust in them to field it and catch it and whatnot. Like, and you always knew Kate was going to get a hit. I mean, she batted 500 last year. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But there was just a lot of trust, I think, that I had in my infield and just the field in general last year. And then it's like coming into this, it's like you kind of lost some trust because there were some people that you didn't know how they were going to play that day. They were kind of inconsistent. And then it was like, if there was a hit and it did come to them, were they going to make an error or were they going to field it? Like, you didn't know. And so it was kind of hard to, like, kind of deal with those first couple weeks because it was like, I don't like losing, but I don't want to have to yell at everybody and be like, hey, come on, guys, let's get it together. Like, it was just kind of a hard thing to kind of get used to and to adjust to for me.
We all love Tony, so, we'll tread lightly on this, but what were the differences you saw in how he kind of handled things?
He seemed a lot more mellow this year, I'd say. I think he believed in us and had a lot of hope in us, but I think, we had so many bad games that it was like, I think he just didn't know what to do. I think all of us were just kind of like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what to do. And he even told us, he's like, I'm going to be honest, guys. I have no idea where to put people. I don't know where to put you guys. We're like, yeah, I don't know either. I was like, I can't help you. I don't even know. There was just so many, like, you move one person here to compensate for something, but then the spot you moved them from goes down in skill. So it's like either way, it's a lose-lose situation. But I think in the end we kind of got it to all to work out, and kind of some people eventually kind of stepped up into their role and kind of started playing like they could. So we've had enough interviews where even you get to lead me to my next question naturally, and I appreciate that. We're gonna go to Laney about it. So she mentioned the young players step up, and I'll be honest, watching you guys the few times I got to, your culture in the dugout never wavered. The kids on the field, the outfield was always loud and always communicating. Who were some of these players that you feel like really stepped in their own and was just ready to do whatever was necessary to help the team win, or to just kind of help these changes ease?
Oh gosh, there's a lot of people because it really just depends on the moment. Like, some people will step up and some people won't, but like someone will step up eventually. So really, most of the time it's the whole team.
How did AJ forget the question when he had it loaded and locked and ready to go? Kaylee just kind of talked about how difficult a lot of the days could be. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you guys deal with that and just, come back the next day and do it all over again? I
usually just try focusing on the positives, shake off what happened, and then try to do better the next day.
Even with all of these tough days and tough games and the record that I said I wouldn't harp on, so we won't talk about it, you guys still won a playoff game. So What was it like going to Columbus and, letting them learn about EBF and who y'all are and what you're capable of?
It was a lot of fun. Like, always playing with the girls is amazing, but having an experience with them like this for a regional game was awesome.
Lily, what do you feel went into you guys being able to come away with that win?
A lot of us, I didn't think a lot of us had the faith that we were gonna win. But then once, we started doing our visualization again, and then we decided, and then it just all came back to us.
What did that do for, the confidence going into the Louisa Muscatine game?
I don't know if there was. I think we were all just done, but there wasn't a lot of confidence because we knew our hitting wasn't the best, and somehow we just could not hit off that pitcher.
I was hoping you guys would find a way to get back home for a playoff game, because then I was going to show up. But then I figured it would rain out. And it did, even though I wasn't there, so that still kind of happened. as we think about going into next season, what do you feel like you guys will be ahead of as you guys, I know it's a long, long way off, but I mean, do you feel like you guys, the right people are going to put in the work and you guys will come into next season a little more prepared?
Yes, I do think so. I feel like since our hitting was kind of down the drain, like we'll all try to like make our hitting better and do more tee work and just try to get better at hitting.
All right, I got like one for all of you, and then we're going to have some fun. We're going to start with Kaylee again. It's the end of the sports year for EBF, and for you, it's basically, well, all of you really, it's an end of an era. I mean, EBF girls sports, girls activities has been on a crazy run. 8 straight state appearances. What was it like being a part of that? You know, you're a major part of the basketball team, major part of the volleyball team. You know what everyone's done for track, and then you guys get third place at state last year. I still think it should have been first, but it's okay.
Yeah.
What was it like being a part of that era?
It was the coolest experience I think I could have ever have been given. You know, every single state tournament gives you something different to look forward to. They're all different in their own way. They're all fun in their own way. Volleyball was so cool when we made it to the championship. That was a cool experience to get to have. And it was just so fun, like with the teams that we have, like we always all got along. Like nobody had drama with each other. We just, we had fun. Softball was so fun that whole week. You know, it's just kind of like a little vacation from home for an entire week. And it was like, we didn't expect to win that first game and then came out and won. We're like, hey, okay, let's see how we do. Like, I mean, that was just fun, like for us, just kind of surprised ourselves, I think, with that. You know, track, I was at one state appearance as an alternate. I was there. And that one was fun to watch. It's always fun to watch, like, the twins and, like, Lizzie Van Utrecht and Caroline and Abby, like, watch all of them run that year. Like, it's always just fun to, like, watch other people be successful, too, like, even when you're not involved. But I just think it was just cool and fun, and I'm grateful to have had those experiences. I think it definitely made sports a lot more fun for us, and like, we had goals, and then those goals kept getting bigger and bigger throughout the season, and even into the next season, we're like, okay, let's do it again. Let's make it to state again. Let's get further. Let's win a game. Like at basketball, the first 2 years didn't win. Our last year, won the first round. That was great. I was so happy with that. We did what we could. So,
Lainey, you've had the opportunity to be on a lot of these teams for the last year or two. Now you're going to be like in the front and center of these roles. You and likely Lainey Taylor, some of the other girls. How what does it feel like to be next? You know what I mean?
There's definitely some pressure to it, but knowing the experiences I already have, like, it's going to be so much fun. Like, I want to share this experience with my underclassmen and take them places so they know what they can experience.
Do you feel like, I know 8 straight is crazy, so, we're talking LeBron numbers all of a sudden, but, like, do you feel like you guys can emulate a lot of what came before you?
I think there are some aspects that we can definitely do, but sometimes, like, there's some athletes that you can't just replace, so.
Lily, as one of the youngers on the panel, you've watched what EBF has done over the, past few years. Assuming you stay in sports and play other sports, do you feel the pressure to kind of keep EBF's name, notarized?
Yeah, there is quite a bit of pressure to that because coming from this senior class, like they have paved the way of us being like a big school with good sports, and it'll just be hard to replace them, which you never really will be able to.
Do you play any other sports?
Yeah, I play volleyball and basketball.
Should I know this?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
I was on varsity for basketball.
So you didn't talk to me enough. That's what it was. You probably ran from me when I showed up.
Yeah, I did.
I blame you. It's your fault.
I seen you come in, and I was just like, oh, I got to get out of here.
Lainey used to try that too. Tell her how it doesn't work that often. Coach, and one for you as well, and then we're going to do something a little fun here. After being a part of what this girls' athletics run has been, how do you guys prepare to take the next class and kind of not even replicate what you had, because as Lainey said, you can't always replace athletes, but get them to where the standard of where EBF has undoubtedly, raised the bar.
Absolutely. It's, we've been blessed with great kids, great athletes who are, multi-sport, multi-activity individuals. And so those aspects of leadership, you hope somebody's ready to step into those next roles. And it comes to, softball's a little bit tough when you have the blending of track and softball at the same time. So like Kaylee touched on, it's kind of tough. We're starting games and we don't even have a full team yet. And then you go into, other aspects of other sports too. And that's why a multi-sport athlete is so important. You may not be the starter in all those sports, but you take things away. You take away experiences. And so, we try to push, we try to make things available. But at the end of the day, it comes down to that individual. Do they want to get better? Do they want to help their team get better? And so, when girls reach out and say, hey, can you help me get better? Can you help me do this? Absolutely. I'll find time. We'll make time. But, we can't make the athlete. They have to want that drive to get better too. And so, we try to help motivate. It's one of those things where, sometimes you have to see it more than maybe the girls do. We see potential in this athlete, and we talk to them like, hey, what do you think about going over the left side and slapping? What do you think about going to the outfield? What do you think about going behind the plate? And sometimes you plant a seed for those girls, and if they buy in, then you try to help grow that athlete. So it's not just in softball, but that's in all sports. But then also, why do we play sport? We do it to make them a better person, to carry on things greater than just high school. We want them to be great leaders, not only in their community, their families, go on, be successful people. And so that's, we want to not only just focus on the sport, but the big picture is we want them to be good humans. So
absolutely,
that's
100%. When sports are done the right way, the life lessons that kids can learn are irreplaceable, and I believe that full-heartedly. So, very well said. All right, y'all ready to have some fun? Yes. This is gonna be good. I do this with everybody, when you just take the pressure off. You guys did fantastic in the grilling session, and I appreciate you for that. So we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna finish that sentence. And since you're holding the mic, nope, too late. You got it. It's an easy one. I'm just gonna start the words, and you're just gonna finish the sentence. All right? All right, Lily. So
I don't think I'm ready.
all right, we'll count to 3. All right, and then you'll be ready. 3. Coach Fenton always says.
You know this. You have quotes.
Oh, I do. Oh, no. I blanked them all. Well, I mean, he yells at me. He tells me I'm slow or that there's a plow behind me.
Unleash the plow.
Yeah, unleash the plow. I've heard that one several times. Or he'll just randomly say, if I get to 3rd, he's like, geez, you run slow.
I'm really sad I wasn't around for that.
My mom started making Fentonisms, so we have a whole thing of notes of what he has said.
That's amazing. And you only had one? Come on, give me another give me another Fentonism, please.
I can't remember all of them. I'd have to open.
Not all of them. Just see the picture in your head, see the paper, and just blurt out a random one.
I don't remember what I've heard.
I know he said so much that it's just like you never know what's coming out of his mouth.
That's very true, and I agree with that. All right. We'll bail you out. We'll go on to Kaylee here. Kaylee, if you had $1 for every time EBF softball.
Won a game we weren't supposed to. How about that?
How many dollars would you have?
I don't even know.
I hope it's not 12.
All of them.
Lainey, EBF softball rain delay dugouts are basically
Dance parties.
Ooh. Who's got the best dance moves?
Me. No. No, it's Lily.
Dance off. Let's go. Lily versus Lainey.
I'm going to break it down right now.
Show me what you
That's mine. You stole mine.
AJ, we have actually had dancing on the show before.
Oh,
so it wouldn't be a first.
Oh, I've got something special for Pekin, so don't worry. We're gonna have some fun today. We'll do one last one, and whoever wants it can have it. The one thing I'd ban from practice is
A swimming pool.
why?
Well, me, Kaylee, and Ella decided we wanted to bring a swimming pool to practice because, like, why not? Like, but then Ella, she was just too cool for us, so it was only me and Kaylee in this 40-inch swimming pool.
Well, you guys are the best
we
of
had
friends.
yours were flamingo goggles and mine were narwhals, and we had little kid floaties on. It was great. We had fun.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a band thing. That sounds like an awesome thing.
I banned water balloons.
Water balloons.
We ambushed Fenton with water balloons, and then he like completely drenched Lily with the hose and like.
Dude, this sounds like the best day ever. I don't think you guys understand the word ban.
Well, practically, I got waterboarded. He took the hose to me and was like spraying me. So then I stole his Can-Am and drove off.
Yeah.
EVF softball sounds like a time.
I have a big water jug that's a gallon big, and I filled it up and I dumped it on his head during that.
Now it sounds like a war. I always like to hand it to Steve if there's anything you have before we let the wonderful ladies go.
I'll just throw it out there. Of course, we always talk about how EBF gets a ton of votes on the weekly Athlete of the Week and the Team of the Week. I know Kaylee and Lainey, you both won during the softball season.
Yep.
So, I mean, even though it's kind of been an up and down season, people are still supporting you. I'll put a plug in. We've got the Athlete of the Year and the Team of the Year tournaments coming up. That's what we do in August to kind of fill that gap. The championship belt has been ordered for the Athlete of the Year. We're going to have a nice big trophy for the Team of the Year. I don't know. Any thoughts on the support you guys get from the EBF fans?
I think we have a great community. Everybody shows up to everything, you know, every time we have like a little, like when we go to state, we have like little like assemblies or whatever you want to call them. And the community all comes out, they all come and support, and it's great. They always buy t-shirts, they always come in to every game. You know, we have some that come to actually every single game, no matter where it's at. So, you know, it's really nice to see that support, so.
With the detour this year, it really shows you how dedicated our fans are, and it's so nice to see that.
Yeah, I agree. From somebody who's gone through the detour a lot, the love is real, and your community's always been strong. And one of my favorites were the grandmas of basketball season, and I was sad I wanted to do a story on them, but I didn't have enough video throughout the year because I didn't find out about it till state. But that type of sports, that's different type of love. So shout out to the EBF community for sure. I do have one final thing, just because I don't know if I'll get a chance to do it. Kaylee, you are the only senior, and it has been fantastic getting to cover you for the year and a half I've been here. What's next for you?
I'm going to go to Central College in the fall and study kinesiology.
Are you keeping any athletics going, or are you done for now?
I think I might be done for now, you know, kind of have some downtime. I think after, you know, being a year-round athlete for 5, 6, however many years, you know, it's just kind of, it's exhausting. So, you know, it's kind of nice to kind of look forward to a break. Yeah. So that'll be kind of nice, but we'll see.
Well, fantastic. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You ladies, I am looking forward to being better partners in news and sports industries, and I wish you all the success.
I'm still going to run.
Yeah. You're going to find out how fast I am, actually.
She went from being quiet to talking a lot during this interview.
Hey,
so
she did race Tony. They raced.
Oh, my gosh.
They were pretty close.
Oh, well. Well, she is slow.
All right, that's enough. No, he said I false started when I did not. I was just rocking back. He always wants us to be early rather than late, so.
That's fair. Well, that's fair, because, you know, if you're early, you're on time. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a break. EBF, thank you guys for coming in today. Appreciate it as always. You guys making the trip to Sigourney on a Saturday mornings. That's EBF softball. Thanks for hanging out. Stay tuned here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio. We've got Pekin softball coming in next. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible. Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Hey, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio at Barnwired in downtown Sigourney for the sports section, 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. They are our host venue, and you can get in here for some coffee and breakfast to get you going on this Saturday. All right. Again, we thank EBF Softball for being here. We've got here on our previous segment, I should say, AJ Johnson from KTVO is our host, and we are now hanging out with Pekin Softball. AJ.
All right, welcome back, everybody, and thanks for sticking around. We got another good one for you. We finally got him on, Steve. We've been trying for a little bit, but, you guys are busy being awesome, and I get that. That's fair. It's hard being awesome. It's exhausting. I know. I do it every day. At least that's what I tell myself, and it works. So affirmations are important. Remember that. Pekin Softball, fresh off of a very, very fun season. Great playoff win. We'll get in that in a little bit. But first, we got to let the people know. Got to love the sounds of the coffee shop. It's so real. We got to let the people know who we're talking with. So you've got the mic, so we'll go this way. We'll do name, year, and position.
Okay, my name is Abby Geis. I'm a junior. I'm going into my senior year, but I played center field.
Juice!
I'm Addison Smith. I'm going into my junior year, and I'm the pitcher.
I'm Maya Glick. I'm going into my freshman year, and I played left field and shortstop. And pitcher.
And my name is Kendra Schultz, and I'm going into my freshman year, and I played shortstop and pitched.
And I'm Aaron Ledger, head coach, and most of these gray hairs come from the girls that I have.
I'm going into my 52nd year.
I'm only 42. Come on now.
Sometimes I pick a number, and it always bites me in the butt. I got Steve with a number a couple weeks ago, and luckily I'm still on the show, so you didn't hold it against me too hard. Aaron, thanks again for getting him up early, bringing him out here on a Saturday, and thank you for tagging along. It's been a pleasure being around Pekin Softball this season. You're one of those teams that, no matter what's going on, your spirits, you're always high, are always up. They're always positive. What goes into the culture that you guys have created with Pekin softball?
Biggest thing is just I wanted the girls to have fun when I first started. A lot of that culture was not in the sport, and so I wanted to get back to that, get back to enjoying it. I mean, the girls are giving up their summer to play softball, so they've got to enjoy it, or you're not going to have girls on the team. So I wanted to get back into having fun, and you get to that, your wins will start coming. I mean, that's where we're at. We're working on building and rebuilding the program and taking steps forward.
Yeah, when you think back on this season, how would you describe it? How would you give an overview of the way this season kind of went down for you guys?
I think we took a big step forward. I mean, we won 8 games, which is great, 4 more than last year, but we were very competitive, and we had 11 games that were 3 or less runs. So, I mean, we were right there. A couple of plays go another direction. That's 4 or 5 more wins we had. So, it's just a good stepping stone for heading into next year, I think.
Yeah, I was noting the build from last year to this season. I feel like for both years I came to the same game. I don't know how that happened, but like I remembered the players from I think it was Columbus that I came to. But I try to get to you guys' games a lot, and I'm the only Iowa reporter for KTVO. Okay. So my Missouri guy will come up every now and then, but most of the times it's me trying to get to like 5 different places on one night. So if I go to you guys, it's because I went to Sigourney, or it's like you guys are the only ones playing. And
I see. So it's just kind of I guess we'll go there. They're the only ones.
You got to put the logistics in. It's got to make sense. But this time it was more so like, how have I not been to Pekin? How have I not been out to one of the games, hang out with them yet? Not counting, U of I, which we'll get into. Yep. But that game that I came to versus Columbus, if I'm not mistaken, was very interesting, very back and forth for the time I was there. And then I left, and then I went back and looked at the score. What would you say was the change in that game specifically?
I 100% blame that game on you for leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I get that a lot.
No, I don't know. That game was, I think for the first 4 innings, it was very back and forth, very everybody was very live, and it was just upbeat. And then I couldn't put my thumb on it what changed. But yeah, there towards the end, something just kind of switched, and we weren't able to get our bats going like we were, and couldn't get on base, and they still were. But I mean, that was a great game. It's a good battle back and forth. I mean, I love those 1-run pitcher duels sometimes, but man, when you got bats cracking and players going around the bases and stuff, that's fun too.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Did I kill the vibe? Is that kind of what went down?
I think so.
I start with you for the sole fact that there's something very interesting about this team. One thing I've learned, being in this area, the amount of 8th graders that get to play varsity sports is awesome, but also surprising to me. I come from Florida where, like, if you're an 8th grader playing varsity, it's because, like, you're ridiculous. And I'm not saying they're not out here, but, like, it's just different. Your squad has, I think, 8 8th graders on it.
Yeah.
What's it like getting started at this level and, being, relied on in the field as an 8th grader?
It kind of feels good because, like, over the years I've played, like, a lot of softball. So it's kind of like a relief because, like, you've made it to varsity, which you could go further, but I feel like I've gone far and I'm happy with myself, and I want to push to keep getting better and stuff.
How do you guys feel like you and the other 7 mesh with the elder classmen and the one senior, the few juniors on team?
I think we all bond really well. There's hardly ever any arguments, and if there is, like, we get it solved, like, perfectly fine. Overall, I think we're nice to each other, and we keep each other going throughout the game.
I'm going to skip to Abby and then come back to you. Are you a junior as well? Did you say that? Okay, all right, so I did it right. Okay,
yeah.
I'm remembering things.
We'll have a senior, a junior, and 2 freshmen.
See, I'm remembering things. See, and I haven't forgotten a name yet because I haven't used any. Ha-ha, smart man. You guys had 1 senior on the team.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like being so young and just having that one like elder classman in your dugout?
I think it was I mean, I'm kind of used to it, I guess, because ever since I've been in high school, we've always been a younger group. But I think it's something special because it just shows the age difference and how much we mesh together and how much it just works for people like that. And I think it's kind of special because, I don't know, younger girls can be fun and older girls are fun too. So it's just nice.
How did Maya handle that like leadership role?
I think nice, yeah. I think she definitely did what she was supposed to. She was a great athlete, and she was pretty good.
You're likely to be the one stepping into a role like that next season.
Yeah.
What did you learn from Maya, and how do you think your leadership style would be?
I just want to keep positive.
Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
Am I saying it wrong? It's Maya Bainbridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're looking at me like you keep saying Maya, but I was like, I'm not.
No, we have
missing
two
this up.
Mayas. Yeah.
It's just spelled with an H.
You use the name and you actually got it right.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm second guessing myself. I feel like I interrupted something that was wonderful. Go ahead, Juice.
No.
Can we get a straw for this?
What was the question again?
Yes, that's fair. Since I have to re-ask the question,
Okay.
I'll let in the world on the secret here. This is Abby Geiss, Guice, maybe S-E, but either way. Where I come from, you could pronounce it juice. And I've watched Abby play some sports, and she's very talented. She's got the juice. And so I've given her the nickname Juice. So Pekin community, Sigourney community, every community, when you see Abby coming, just beware because she got the juice. And if you can't stop her, that's on you. So there we go. It's solidified now. I hope you're ready. I regret not going up to the press box before the game and having him announce you as Juice, but I've learned from my mistakes and that will get fixed. I told you it's going to happen. The question, Abby.
Yeah.
What did you learn from Maya and her leadership style, and how do you feel yours will, how you will naturally be a leader for next season's squad in all your sports?
Yeah. So I think Maya, she was very knowledgeable on softball. She knew a lot of things, and that helped a lot because anytime we had trouble, she would definitely help and try and fix that. Next year, I hope that I can just lead a positive mindset for everyone, and I hope to make the younger kids feel like they can be themselves, and I want them to realize like, hey, this girl was nice to me when I was a freshman, so I'm gonna do that when I'm a senior.
Well said. Right.
Thanks.
All right, Addison, we'll go back to you now. It's very fun watching you pitch.
Thank you.
It's also fun watching you get up and bat after pitching, because a lot of times I'll see a pitcher who's good at that and then struggle at bat, and I don't think that's been the case with you. Which one would you say, and I know this is an easy question, but there's people who don't, which would you say is more difficult?
Honestly, probably the batting side, because, I know I've been pitching for a long time. I mean, I've been hitting for a long time, too, but pitching just feels natural because you get so many reps of it that it's like muscle memory, and it's so easy to do.
What have you done to improve? I mean, I know hitting practice is one thing, but what steps have you taken to improve technique or improve consistency when it comes to your batting?
So I bat left and right, so it's just kind of getting all the reps on everything, just going through a whole bunch of buckets of balls and
nonstop work.
Yeah.
Got to put the work in, people. As the pitcher, what would you say is the most difficult part of that role for your game?
The most difficult part is if you have a tough umpire with a tough strike zone, or your fielders are having a kind of a rough day.
I've seen some things, man. I'll tell you. So, baseball, softball, while it is probably to me my most fun season out here, the summer season, I absolutely love it. It's a blast. Aren't my favorite sports. So, once the season's done, it kind of goes to the back of my head. So it takes me a minute to come back and start seeing pitches again and seeing strike zones. I'll tell you, this year, I feel like I picked it up really quickly, and a lot of the umpires did not. Because I've watched some strike zones
Yeah.
that were all over the place on both sides, and the consistency was just infuriating. How do you deal with that and keeping your composure when pitches aren't being called your way and you feel like they should have been?
Well, I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, it makes me mad, but you just got to work through it and try fighting their strike zone to where they like the pitches.
So I mean, like softball's such a mental game, and so especially for a pitcher because that's probably the most mono spot of the whole game. And when you throw 8-9 pitches that you feel are right where they are. How do you keep your mental capacity where it needs to be?
You just got to tell yourself that you can do it. You got to do what the umpire wants, kind of just telling yourself you can.
We'll go to the back row. We miss Kendra Schultz. Hi, how are you? I'm good. You thought I was going to forget your name, didn't you? I knew. I saw it. You were like, wow, he did it. He got it right. I'm just as impressed. Kendra, what would you say? That's an easy question. I have to rephrase it because I don't want to go there yet. I'll ask you this one. You guys are 8-20 on the season, but 3 games that I can point out were just ridiculous. You guys had a 28-3 win against Waco, a battle of 16-17 with North Mahaska, and then you guys had the playoff win 19-2. What were the crazy differences in those games versus like the rest of the season?
The pitching was absolutely different, and our bats were really hot. We all were feeling it those nights, and we were all ready to compete, and we all thought it was a good day.
So I know like my microphone that I bring you guys is like super good. That one you got to kind of get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good mic. Don't get me wrong. Steve's got great materials. It's just likes to. What's it like playing in a game like that when like the scoreboard just doesn't stop lighting up?
It definitely feels great. It feels great to know that we have scored that many runs and that our hard work and batting is showing during then, and that we are keep to fight.
I'm assuming the confidence has to be crazy. Like at that point, you're like, there's no way I'm getting up here and not getting a hit, right? How do you think you guys? I know it's there's some games that just are different. You're just going to be able to hit the ball. How do you feel like you could take those games and turn something like that into a consistency?
Definitely working with the pitches, seeing it with our eye, and keep on our confidence keeps traveling, so that way we can hit more.
The reason I didn't ask the question this way is because I wanted to get here on a whole different level and kind of go around. I was going to ask what's your favorite memory of the season. So what was it?
Definitely the Iowa game.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
What was cool about that opportunity for you?
It was really like we went to the mall before, and we all got that team bonding. We all had a great time, and being out there on that field, playing on the turf, was just amazing for all of us to feel, and that we got to do that.
Addison, what was it like stepping out onto the field at Bob Pearl and realizing you're about to play 2 games there?
It was really cool. Like, it was really different, though, like with turf and stuff. So you kind of had to adjust pitching-wise, but it was really fun.
Abby, you got to basically stand on the big hawk, the Tiger Hawk. Was that like distracting in center field when you're like trying to make plays?
No, I think it actually helped because I had like a little mark where I would stand every time, and
Funny enough, so did we. So we're in the press box, and me and Joshka were like, hey, right above the mouth of the Tiger Hawk is about where you want to hit if you want to get something down. And every time they were just a little left, and every time you were basically right there.
Thank you.
When you guys played, who were they? Not Kyoto.
Central City.
Central City. Okay. That game was interesting. What did they do that made it so difficult for you guys to kind of come back and get your bats going?
I think just the pitcher was amazing. She had great movement, and it was very hard to hit off her. And if you did, their fielders could back it up. And that was kind of challenging, trying to work through that. And they could hit. They were good hitters, too. So that was a challenge also. But
we're going to go to Maya for this one. This is a pressure one because we got to play off of what she just said here. So how do you feel that game helped you guys when it came time to play
I think definitely did not go the way we wanted to, but we had to talk after the game. Like, I think it reset our minds. We were ready to go for the next one. Although we didn't win against Kyoto, we were definitely ready to go, like, on and to play them. But I think we still did good.
I agree. I mean, I feel like that game was almost, ironically, night and day. Watching, so I was in the press box for the first game, and then I came down on the field for Kyoto. I know you guys are mad at me because I wasn't in your dugout, but it wasn't you. It was just
okay.
The camera angle was better. I needed it from where I was at. I'm sorry. You guys, it looked like you guys had it figured out. I mean, you guys came out hot. And they just kind of, I want to say, even the playing field. Was there a part where you guys felt like this is our moment to come and grab it, and then it just kind of didn't matriculate?
Yeah, I think when we started off the game, we had that feeling. Then I feel like it was hard to time the pitcher because obviously she was really good. It was hard to hit off of her. I think we had that time. We definitely did try. It just didn't go our way, I don't think.
Do you know if you guys are going back next year?
It's in the works, I think. I talked with Kyoto and Central City. Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, I was not used to this.
That's fair.
But I talked to Kyoto and Central City in between the games. That's something that they really enjoyed, and we're looking to try to make it a yearly triangular. So they get 2 games in, and something we're going to try to continually do here now. I think it's a good, I don't know, say thank you to the girls for their hard work. It's something great to go up and, a lot of girls won't get to play on a college field.
Yeah.
So it's just something that opens up for them to be able to step on that field and play and show the accomplishments that they've had throughout the year and worked hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even as a spectator, and I get a different view than everybody, it was an absolute blast. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing anything else with my day. So I was happy that, one, it turned out that you guys were playing there, and two, that it ended up Kyoto picking it up because I covered both schools, and it was a time for all. Everyone enjoyed it. So good on you guys and Clint for making that happen, and keep that up because I'm going to keep going. So we'll have me there every year if I can help it. So I'll be at one game.
Yeah, for Kyoto.
Wow. Gosh, you really hold up a mirror, Aaron. You really hold up a mirror. While you have the mic, we'll do this. So we mentioned the eighth graders, a very young squad. You built from last year. Where do you see this program moving forward?
I think we're set in a good place for moving forward and taking a step forward some more. I mean, this year we took a small step. I'm really hoping to make a big jump next year. We relied heavily on some 8th graders coming in. I mean, we had 3 that started pretty much every game, and it was a blessing to have. The other nice thing about it was I went from a roster of 12 last year to a roster of 20 this year. So having different girls in situations that, hey, give me a pinch runner, give me a pinch hitter. It was nice to have those girls on the bench to be able to pull in. And now going into next year, they've got more experience. Those young girls don't come up as an 8th grader and think, oh, geez, I just went from middle school, now I'm in varsity. And I know that's got to be some jitters coming out. So hopefully that's wore down. I mean, still, you get the first few games of the year, you always have to ease back into it, and you'll be nervous. But having that experience, being out there, knowing for them, it's really not much different than stepping on as a middle schooler. It's just you step on, you play your game, leave your all out there, and move on.
I know with it being so far away, I would imagine just from the morale and the culture that I've seen around the program, it seems like everybody's itching and ready to come back and do it again, huh?
I think so, yeah. I mean, like I say, I think we had a lot of fun this year. There's some other things that I'd hope to add in next year to continue doing that. This Iowa game every year will really help. But, yeah, we're getting the excitement back in the program, and now it's time to start focusing on our wins.
Yeah, I do, Pekin's one of the schools that, like, when I do get to it, I have a pretty decent relationship with Clint, even though if I don't come as much as I want to, like, I know when I call, like, I can, get in and do what needs to be done. And I felt the difference this year of things moving in a new direction. The boys programs had a lot of seniors and a lot of the core group playing a lot of the sports, and they're about to move on, but have set themselves up to do well. Think about the girls basketball program. You know, they brought in a new coach who I know very well, and I know his passion for, you know, teaching athletics and teaching young men and women. And then watching you guys in the softball season build the program the way you are. As a whole, what do you feel like the athletics program needs to continue moving in that direction?
I think they made a very good start. Like, Pekin has always tried to put the programs first, you know, and work on building things and going forward. Like I say, I think we're in a good spot to step forward and keep on taking steps forward. They're definitely trying, you know, bringing Neil in. He was great for basketball. They're wanting to find people that are there for the athletes and are helping to build them and push them forward.
I know Abby plays basketball. Do you three play basketball?
I do. We all do.
Awesome. Believe it or not, I only came to one Pekin girls basketball game, and it was at Davis County. Have you guys got a lot of work in with Neil yet?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What's the transition been like? Anybody?
I think it's totally different from what Davis did to what he's doing now. It's definitely something we've never done before, and a lot of the stuff he's teaching us is stuff I thought I knew, and I guess I never did. And I just think it's cool, and that I get to spend my senior season like building that and becoming a better athlete all around.
Addison, would you say it's an exciting change of, you know, the style, the system that he's brought in?
Yes, most definitely. Neil's very positive, upgoing. Like, he supports you and stuff.
He mentioned that he wanted to be involved in, you know, all the sports that you guys are part of. Have you seen that support from him so far?
Yeah, he came to a lot of our softball games. He was at track towards the end of the season when he finally got hired and stuff, and he was there to support us a lot.
Maya, as a younger player, I know we have the softball team here, but when often do you get all four players to talk double sports? So as a younger player, what has he been able to teach you about the game and about yourself as a basketball player?
Well, I've heard a lot about Davis, and I think his coaching style was good, but it's ready for like a new change, and I think Neil's what we needed. And so far what he's taught us, I think we can win games and be really good this year.
There's always one that leads me to my next question, and I thoroughly appreciate it. Well done. No, that was great. Kendra, what do you feel the potential is for you guys as a basketball team this upcoming season?
It is definitely very high. We are doing so much different things that we have a great shot at winning it.
Without giving away the playbook, what are some of these different things? What's the biggest difference you've seen from what you guys were doing last year to doing this year?
We run. If we pass it, we go opposite of the ball. That was a big thing.
Yeah, misdirection. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm not going to say you'll see me a lot at basketball season because I don't want to say it and then be wrong and then you hold it against me. So we'll just say I'm excited for the possibility of what can be for basketball season as well as next softball season. So I think you guys are set in a good spot, and I hope you guys are excited about the winter season. So, all right, y'all ready to have some fun?
Yes.
I said I had something special for Pekin, and I really do hope you guys will indulge me. We're going to play an actual game. We're going to play some charades.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So since you have the mic first, you don't need it because we're playing charades. Yep. I would like you to show the people at home what Aaron's like arguing with an umpire.
Okay, so he's on third usually.
Shh.
Oh.
It's charades.
My bad.
Spot on. Spot on. That's exactly what I saw. That's exactly. Addison. Give me one of your players' home run celebrations before they get to the massive mound of teammates at the home plate. or your favorite home run celebration as you're from third to the home plate.
You can start over here.
I don't know. They're
Shh. You also have to stand up because you can't run.
I know. It's hard.
I feel they're failing in this.
Yeah.
AJ.
I would say the ump's good so far. If that's your celebration, so we need to modify it. All right. So we want if you're gonna go to the right side, you can't leave out the left side. You got to give the whole stadium some love. All right. So one more time, give the whole stadium some love. What if you do it while you're seated? You can do it while you're seated. Maya, if you were a base coach, can you please show everybody what you would be like giving coaching signs? That's the fun part. That's the no. You don't have to get out real ones. Just can you do it one more time and dab at the end? All right. I was gonna make you slide, but I feel you have to come around for me. Yeah, you got this. All right. So one thing I've seen a lot this year is the second base double dance. Give me your dance or your celebration once you get to the second base after hitting a double. Who has one on the team? I love that one. Who has one on the team that you really like besides that one?
She always has fun out on the base. She'll dab every once in a while. Yeah.
Give me another one.
Yeah.
Give me the craziest second base dance you can think of. Abby, do it. Give me a second base dance. Give me a second base dance. Just make up one. This is the one you can use for next season.
I gotta make it good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, a lot of people do like that. That's cool, but
For you next year, do we need to keep a juice pack in the dugout and bring out to you?
Everyone brings a Capri Sun for Abby. All right, I'm charades out. I appreciate you guys being open, being free, and I appreciate you guys coming on the show. I've had a lot of fun with you guys at the times I was there. U of I was fantastic. Being in the dugout that last game was fantastic. Thank you for all of your hospitality with that. I always try to make sure that I'm not a distraction when I go to the game. So I hope that was the case, and clearly was, because when I left was when everything was
Yeah. No, the girls enjoy having you in there, and I enjoy having you in there too. It makes it fun. Like I say,
Awesome.
that's what we're out to enjoy and have a good time. So,
well, I appreciate that. I'll try to keep that spirit every time I'm around. Steve, if you have anything.
One question. She's got the microphone already. She knows what's coming. So one of the fun things this season I think we did 8 Pekin softball games this year, was learning about the Chinese changeup.
Oh, yeah.
It was I think it was the Saturday game against North Mahaska. We were doing that doubleheader, and I think it was your mom that commented in the video. She was like, "How about that Chinese changeup?" And I was like, "What is a Chinese changeup?" So that was the first I learned about it. Maybe explain, if you can, with words and not charades, what a Chinese changeup
or both
is. Yeah.
So, I threw it in a lot of our games at the beginning of the season, but at the University of Iowa, one of the umpires said it was illegal now, but it never was. But you kind of just, when you take your arm back to start your pitching motion, you let it go, and then you come around. So it still gives the effect that a pitch is coming when it's already there.
Okay.
I know you said in words, but I got lost. So can you do it in charades?
Did you bring a softball with you?
No. We've got great imaginations
Hey,
here.
I think you should have him do it.
Yeah. What does a Chinese changeup look like?
Yeah, like.
So as she starts her wind up,
Yeah. Maybe get over. Get over here.
right
where we
here.
can actually see you. This is not going to work well when we replay this show on Skunk River Radio.
So as Addie winds up, and she's stepping forward, she's coming here, and this is where she releases her ball.
I let go of the ball the
As
other way.
It comes on her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I let go of the ball the other way.
Whatever you do. But we were told that is illegal because it's deception, that when the ball's out and that arm's still coming around, that's deception to the batter that the pitch is still coming.
That's
Okay.
I thought
Even though
a
that's
game
the
to
point.
The pitcher,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point. Throwing a changeup, it's deception. You're still spinning
Yeah,
fast,
yeah.
and you let that ball go.
There you go.
So
I mean, heaven forbid that a pitcher tried to get the edge on a batter. That's a crazy thought, right?
No, it was cool to watch, and it was fun to learn about the Chinese changeup. It was such a fun name.
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
just rolled with it.
Yeah.
And we named several other pitches.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun in the press box when
The French fastball and I don't know what else we had.
Oh man!
But no, that was good.
South
It was fun
African
covering
softball.
you guys for softball this year. So, and looking forward to seeing you guys once again on the basketball court coming up this winter. So, yeah, we'll be doing that again.
Can't wait to see your Cuban curveball.
we'll work on that for next year.
Well, ladies, I appreciate you, Coach. I appreciate you, and can't wait to have you guys on again. Maybe for basketball season, you can come too and just hang out. You know, we'll have you. It's fun. It's fine.
We get our
Sure. All right, well, let's take a commercial break. AJ, you and I will wrap things up right after this. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Health care for where you are. Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or go to aerealtyinc.com.
Red, White, and Blue from Tassel Ridge Winery is one of Iowa's most popular red wines, and it's now available in cans. It's a sweet red wine that tastes like grapes right off the vine. Red, White, and Blue is great when served chilled and sipped as you sit on your porch watching the sunset or watching fireworks in the distance. Tassel Ridge Red, White, and Blue is available at about 350 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Red, White, and Blue in cans or bottles, ask the manager to get it for you.
Hey, we are back here at Barn Wired in downtown Sigourney for the sports section. Stop into Barn Wired and get your Saturday morning started with some breakfast and with some coffee. All right, AJ and I are going to wrap things up. AJ, what we're looking at on the screen right now is our Athlete of the Week, and this is going to be our final Athlete of the Week for this school year since we're kind of getting deep into the playoffs now. We don't have a whole lot to choose from for athletes and teams anymore, so we're going to wrap this up. This will be our final, again, Athlete and Team of the Week. Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week is Oskaloosa Softball's Ireland McGraw. Ireland had a game-winning hit Was it against Winterset?
Against Winterset, yeah.
Yeah.
Great hit.
Game-winning home run. So she was voted as our athlete of the week. So Ireland from Oskaloosa. Our team of the week, we had them on here a few weeks ago. Cardinal Baseball. Kelly Stiles, State Farm Team of the Week. And I tell you what, when we get into this Team of the Year tournament, Cardinal Baseball,
there's a good chance.
I was looking at the voting through this year, and I think they've won it twice, Cardinal Baseball has. And I think they have the top 2 voting amounts.
Oh, wow.
So they are going to be a force to be reckoned with in this Team of the Year tournament. Athlete of the Year, we were talking with EBF earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't tallied up who the 16 are that are going to be in the tournament yet. That'll probably be coming out tomorrow. But I'm imagining that it's going to have several EBF
several
athletes.
Albia, EBF.
Yeah, Albia. So, we'll see. Yeah, like I mentioned, I know Addison Adam brought in last year's championship belt with her here a couple weeks ago. This year's belt's going to be a little bit different. Last year's belt was kind of the white leather with a kind of a silver plate with the logo on it and stuff.
Yeah.
This year it's going to be yellow leather.
All right.
Kind of a black and yellow theme.
IO style.
So, yes, exactly.
Nice. And that belt was cool for sure. And it's the real
legit.
deal.
Yeah,
it's the real deal. If you win this Athlete of the Year, you're not getting no Burger King plastic crown. You're getting the real deal.
This isn't like a plastic WWE belt that you're going to buy at Target or something.
No.
This is a real deal belt. So looking forward, the belt should be coming here in the next week or so, and we're getting the trophy from Swim Sports over in Oskaloosa. So real deal stuff for our athlete and team of the year tournament.
Let me just comment on the people you mentioned, because this was a big week for me that just passed with playoff softball. All of the people who were just mentioned were in the finals. Oskaloosa had a regional final against Norwalk, and they had a fantastic playoff run. They run ruled their first team. I don't remember who they played, but and then Winterset, they were expected to go home, and then Ireland hits the game-winning home run to send them to the regional finals. Now they were up against a beast in Norwalk who kind of handled them earlier in the season, so I get it. But shout out to Alex DeYoung being the coach there and what he's done with that program, and all the girls there. So they had a good one. And then Cardinal Baseball, I know it's a heartbreaker to lose it to Sheraton. The way they played throughout the season. Cardinal run ruled Sheraton at one point in time this year, and to get it 5-4. My colleague was at that game, and he said it was a difference of maybe one play, as it sometimes is. So we had some stunning playoff baseball and softball last week. So shout out to the Pekin boys who just missed it 1-0. Ottumwa went up to Waukee Northwest, and people expected it to be a run rule, and they kept those girls to 2 runs. And that's a 37-win team. So, and then we got Albia going to the state tournament after their win against Centerville. So, we had some fun. There were some great games. We got out some playoff softball, and I wish we could have got all 5 of those teams and kept me busy this upcoming week, but. It is what it is. So
what do you have left? Where are you going today? What's
today?
In tap for your next
I'm
few
going
days?
to the UNI Dome for the Iowa Shrine Bowl.
Yeah.
Sigourney Communities, Isaac Bruns will be playing,
and several cheerleaders too.
Several cheerleaders will be there. Fort Madison has Henry Graham going, and the Albia head coach is one of the assistant coaches.
Okay.
So those are some of the people I'll be covering in the Shrine Bowl. Super excited to go to the Dome. I've never been there yet, and it's a chance to cover some more football as we get closer and closer to August. And then next week I'll be headed to Fort Dodge to follow Albia's state tournament run. Hopefully it's deep. Last year we had EBF softball get to the third place game, and it was gangbusters. And as you know, Sigourney won it, so I got to be there through the whole thing. Tons of fun. If you're bored for the week, it's summer, you want something to do, take your kids to Fort Dodge for some softball. You won't be sad. It's a time to be had for sure.
All right. Well, AJ, I think we have gone long enough this morning.
Yeah, for sure. This voice, I need to rest it a little bit.
We'll be back next week. Next week's kind of wide open. We'll be booking some of our guests here in the next few days. So we'll let you know here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio who's going to be coming in next week on Saturday's sports section. But A.J. Johnson from KTVO, thank you for being our host. Thanks
Always.
to EBF and Pekin Softball for coming on. And we'll do it again next week. It's the sports section from Barnwired in Sigourney.